Are Goyard handbags worth it? Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today, I am checking out the brand Goyard and having a look, are the handbags from this brand worth it? Now, before I get started, if you like the content on this channel, I'll appreciate it very much if you consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for considering, and on with the video. So Goyard is a very elusive Parisian handbag brand that is kind of synonymous with classic elegance, and it's a very exclusive and prestigious brand. Now, I've had opportunities to look at some of these handbags, but I'm just not really sure. These handbags are not cheap by any means, so is the Goyard brand worth purchasing? So in order to figure that out, I'm going to be going over the history of the brand, the design and style, the pricing, the exclusivity, the quality, the material, resale value, and finally coming to my final conclusion. Are Goyard handbags worth it? Let's get started. So starting off with the brand's history. So Goyard has a fairly long heritage. This brand has been around for over 200 years now. The brand was originally known as Maison Martin, started in 1792, and it was a company that made boxes and trunks. And then it wasn't until around 1852 or so, and that's when Goyard took over the brand itself, previously apprenticed to the Maison Martin. And the brand was officially founded in 1853 to what we know today as the Goyard brand. And the Goyard legacy continues to this day. So next, let's talk about design and style. Goyard is known for its canvas. Just like Louis Vuitton, the house of Goyard has a signature canvas that a lot of handbag lovers will be familiar with. It was introduced in 1892. The pattern, as you can see here, has the letter Y in the Goyard family name with all these multicolored dots. Certainly for Goyard, they don't have as many handbag styles as opposed to Louis Vuitton or some of the other bigger handbag brands out there, but definitely I find designs are very elegant, very simple. They definitely do stick with a more traditional style for the Goyard handbags. Pricing. So to start off, Goyard definitely has a no sale policy. They don't have any seasonal or special sales throughout the year. The price is as it is. And the Goyard handbags are actually not as easily accessible. You can't buy it online as opposed to other handbag brands. So you can either get them at their exclusive boutique or you can purchase them pre-love. Most of the handbags have a starting price of roughly around, I want to say $1,500, go upwards of $6,000. They don't display any of the handbag prices online, as you can see here, and the prices do change on a regular basis. So for example, this one here is Artois handbag. This Goyard bag in the PM size roughly around close to $2,000 for the PM size. They also have the St. Louis, which is one of the more popular handbags from this brand. This one has the GM size that's roughly around $2,000, and then the PM size is around $1,800 to $1,900. So definitely not light on the price tag, which is why I was thinking is it really worth spending that type of money? Should I just buy a classic, let's say a Louis Vuitton Neverfull? So maybe to answer that question, it'll be helpful to go over exclusivity. There's no doubt in my mind that Goyard is definitely a very exclusive brand. It has a limited number of stores around the world that you can purchase these handbags from. as you can see on this map here, or else you'll have to make your way to one of these stores or buy them pre-loved. There is not so much of a mass production for handbags from Goyard, and the brand actually doesn't do a lot of advertisement either for their handbags. But yet there is still a very large clientele of people who are interested in buying handbags from this brand. I must say though, it is not as exclusive, let's say, as it was like 10 years ago, where people would only know about the brand based off of word of mouth. There's definitely a lot more counterfeiting related to the brand compared to a few years ago, which leads to like its popularity, given that if people are counterfeiting it, it means that there is a need in the market and a want from the market to buy it. Quality. Now, when it comes to quality, I think that the purse form and the experiences from people are very diverse and very controversial as well. The canvas is definitely maybe not as durable compared to Louis Vuitton. The canvas is made from linen and cotton coated by natural resin. The brand does boast about how high quality the canvas is very durable and long lasting. There is a consensus that the handbags are very unique, but I'm not sure if they hold up well over time based on many people's experiences, especially with the St. Louis tote bag in particular. There seems to be a lot of people experiencing cracking in the glazing and handle and wear on the corners of the bag, even with like minimal use. With that said, they do offer repairs for these handbags, and repair seems to be happening often to people who are using it for under even a year. Repairs may be related to reinforcing the corners or rip repairs. I mean, Goyard does do a really wonderful job with the repair, but you do have to pay for those to be done, as opposed to Louis Vuitton, that some of it will be covered under the warranty. Materials. Goyard uses a very special type of canvas known as marine canvas, which is made of linen coated with PVC. The material is very sturdy and withstand a lot of wear and tear, or so the brand boasts about it. It's pretty easy to clean and a great choice if you're looking for something a little bit lighter for travel. They do use some materials such as leather as well as suede in their product, but I would say it doesn't offer as large a variety in terms of materials that they use for their handbags. Resale value. The resale value really depends on the age, the style, the condition, and how rare the handbag is. That will affect its ultimate resale value. But I think if you choose a Goyard, it tend to get a pretty good value for it, considering it's quite exclusive and it's harder to buy brand new if you can't get to a store near where it's located. So I think that this makes the resale market pretty good for Goyard handbags. So what is my final conclusion? Is it worth it to buy a handbag from Goyard? I must say, after all my research, here's what I'm thinking. Number one, yes, they are very exclusive. If you're looking for a handbag that is made of canvas, that has a lot of history and tradition associated with it, I think it's a great choice. And if you're looking for something a little bit more unique compared to the regular Neverfull from Louis Vuitton, I think this is a great choice to go with. If you're looking for something light, I think that the Goyard canvas is definitely a great choice. Things to keep in mind though is that the handbags are a little bit lighter because I find that they're not as thick for the canvas, and as well, like, it does go through wear and tear a lot more easily compared to other types of canvases, including canvases from Louis Vuitton. But Goyard does create these really beautiful bags with classic styles and really timeless design. I think for me, it's more of an A because I find that like I really want to get good use out of my handbags. I don't want them to sit on the shelf and just be like decorations in a room, and handbags that I would just admire from afar. I want to use them on a daily basis, and I just don't know if the Goyard handbags are really built to last for daily use. I mean, after all, the St. Louis bag that you see here is actually meant to be a beach bag, and it's very easy with larger bags like this to overstuff it, and like it will just wear so easily with time, and I just would hate to see that, especially when I'm spending that type of money on a bag like this. So that is my wrap up for our Goyard handbags. Worth it. We talked about how exclusive it is, it's rich history, the quality is not bad, and the design are unique compared to, let's say, a Louis Vuitton handbag that you would see very often when you're just walking down the street. But the quality of the wear associated with it is just something that lacks luster for me. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me on this mommy review. I would love to hear from you on this point. Do you think the Goyard handbags are worth it? Have you had experiences with this brand? Is it good? Is it bad? I would love to hear in the comments below. And with that said, thank you so much for joining me on another mommy review, and I will see you next time. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.